Hello and welcome to my channel 𝓭𝓸𝓷'𝓽. As you saw today, I have these super cute glasses that I'm going to be bedazzling. These are for my daughter and these are kid size. I got them from Target. They do have some adult ones as well. I'll link both of them just in case you're interested. You want to bedazzle them, or you just want to rock them for Valentine's Day. But these are so cute, guys, and this is a super easy DIY. Let's get started and let me show you exactly how to do it. So these are the glasses. It says right here that they were $7, so yeah, let me take this off real quick. I think it's taped on. Give me a second. Okay, so I took it off. This is how they look, guys. So they are little hearts, and then the side is red as well. Super cute, guys. So what I'm gonna do is bedazzle around this area. So I'm starting off with some napkins because I am going to be filing them down. I got my napkins, I got my file, and the glasses. Sorry about the birds, guys. I know they're loud, but it's a nice sunny day outside. So I'm gonna go ahead and file these down very, very carefully, making sure that I don't accidentally scratch the eye thingy. I don't know, guys. I'm like so out of it right now. But I'm just gonna go ahead and file the areas that I'm going to bedazzle very, very carefully. And the filing just helps to make sure that the rhinestones last longer attached to the surface of the item that you're bedazzling. So I'm gonna go ahead and file down here now. I'm not gonna do the nose area. I'm gonna leave that alone. So obviously it's gonna hurt if it has rhinestones on there. So I'm leaving it. I'm probably gonna stop like maybe around here, on both sides, and then file around, and then this top area as well. I'm gonna close that so it doesn't scratch the handles, because I'm not gonna be bedazzling them. Since she is little, I don't want it to be bothering her. So I'm gonna skip out on those. Okay, so now that I am done, this is how they are looking. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe them down with some alcohol. I have a clean napkin here. I'm gonna pour some alcohol and then wipe them clean, getting rid of all this dust. Look at that. If you need to redo it to make sure you get everything off, go ahead. Repeat as needed. So this is how they look. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up my area now. Okay, so now on to some materials. I do have some red rhinestones in a size 16, 12, 10, and 6. I also have my liquid fusion in my applicator bottle. And I have my pickup tool. So this is what I'm going to be using to bedazzle the glasses. So let's begin. I'm going to start off by doing the edge. I feel like it'll be easier just to get it over with and then focus on the front area. So again, this would be optional if you want to do the edge. If you want to do this side, you would just do the same thing, file it down, and then do the same thing, just apply the rhinestones. So let's begin. I'm going to start off from the bottom, work my way all the way around. And basing on the area that is the size rhinestone I'm going to be using, I want to make sure I apply a rhinestone that fits specifically to this area. So, and I am keeping this a little bit to the side because I don't want it to be hitting this, So you can move it out of the way, whatever works for you. So I'm going to go in with my liquid fusion, just applying a thin layer of it right on the areas that I'm going to be applying the rhinestone. just a thin line like that. Obviously working by sections. I'm not going all the way around and applying the glue. Just on this area I'm going to be working on. And I'm gonna go in with a 10 because the 10 seems like a perfect size for this area. I'm just gonna apply it like that. And I'm gonna work my way around it, continuing applying the rhinestones. Just like that. You see that? So since I'm done with my first section, I'm gonna go ahead and apply more liquid fusion and continue applying the rhinestones. As you can see here though, the area is getting a bit bigger, so the rhinestones I'm applying are going to get bigger. So I'm moving in with the 12. Now going in with the 16. And you can kind of tell when the area is starting to get a little smaller. So I am going to start moving back down to the smaller size rhinestones. I want to make sure that they do fit and they're not overlapping. Okay, so I am done going around. Look at that. It's looking super cute already. So I do want to let this dry for a bit before I start working on this area, just so I don't accidentally touch anything and mess it up. And then I'll be back. Okay, so I am back. They have been drying for a bit now, so it's time to move on and do the front areas. So I'm gonna do the same type of thing here, depending on the area, how big it is. That is the rhinestone I'm going to be applying. It is bigger here, so I'm gonna be working on the outline outside of it, and then I'm gonna be filling it in with smaller size rhinestones, again depending on size, and then filling them in. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, just keep on watching so you understand then. All right, so let's begin. I am starting off here, and I am going to be using the size 16. Applying a thin layer of the liquid fusion. So basically the 16 is going to be my main size. As you can see there, it fits perfectly. And then here, like I said, it is going to start getting a little bit thin, so I am doing my line a little bit closer to the edge, like that. Still continuing with my 16. But closer to the edge. And you see how it's starting to get a gap right here? I'm going to fill that in with the other smaller rhinestones. But I'm doing this line first. You see how it's coming about? So I feel like I could probably start it there. You see I dotted the glue. I'm gonna go in with the 6 right there. Move these around a bit so it looks more fuller. And then just continue to apply rhinestones from smaller to bigger, depending on the area. Look at that. I did move these around just a bit right now off screen, just to make it a little bit more like going with the flow. So just based on your area, that's how you want to apply your rhinestones. And you can do this whole edge first if you want, or do both at the same time. And since I did have a little tiny gap right there, I did move these around just a bit to spread them out so I don't have to use a filler stone. So now that I'm done doing the heart, I'm going to go ahead and start filling it in here. So you can see you have a guide now of what rhinestone would go there depending on the size. And since there's even another gap, even though I'm using my biggest size, I can still do another row and fill it in, blending it into the other two. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill this in now. Look at that, so cute, right? And I'm gonna continue with this. Okay, so I am done bedazzling this heart. How cute does it look, guys? It is so adorable. I'm going to do the same exact thing to this one. Again, doing the outer edge first and then filling in the rows inside. It is so cute. Okay, so I went on ahead and finished this side and this is how it's looking. I'm going to go ahead and fill this area in now. It's the last part. So I'm going to apply my liquid fusion. I'm going to do 2 rows. Just like that. So easy. And I'm just going to add 2 tiny little dots of glue to fill in right here. And then fill it in. All done. I'm gonna let these completely dry so I can show them to you guys, okay? Okay, so I am done. Look at these. They are all dry and they came out super cute. Look at that. So remember I said I didn't do anything here because this is where the nose goes, you know. The rhinestones would obviously be uncomfortable, so I left that alone. I bedazzled all the way around. Look at that. This is so cute. And if these were like maybe for me, I would have done this. I just don't want it to be uncomfortable for her since she is little, you know. But again, same thing, you would just file it down and then apply the rhinestones based off the size. Optional, up to you. And then you can do this for any glasses pretty much. So yeah, if you want to bedazzle your glasses, now you know how. These are just so cute and I know Ariel is going to love them. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned a little something. Now you know how to bling your own pair of glasses. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you have not. If you already did, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching once again, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.